Yeah. So am I still sharing a screen? Can, right? Yeah. So actually, when I do a boat and yacht insurance search, right, you can actually see that there are people who actually advertise. But you know what happened is after the advertisement, the first thing they saw is actually on the search console, Google Search Console. Okay. Uh, this is called Google Search Console. This thing that you saw with the map or the directory and the listing, this is the next thing they saw. Okay. So it's good to actually list your company in the Google Search Console. And then, of course, your ranking on the website, people feel that you have a good, credible kind of web presence. They might believe that this is actually one of the good company that they want to inquire about. Because if you think about it, if you really don't know where to buy a boat or yacht insurance, you are doing a Google search and you trust that Google will give you the source resources. Otherwise, you wouldn't search. Right? So and then you saw, hey, this company is actually listed as #1. So they might actually jump in and then want to buy. And we are among all the insurance company, we are among insurance company, but we are not an insurance company. We are just an insurance agency, very small setup compared to the big insurance company out there. Yeah, and we are ranked #1. Okay. You can actually search for boat insurance Singapore. Okay. Yeah, so we are still there. Yeah, so something to take note of. Yeah, and you see, this is an insurance company where the rating is 3.7 with 101. And my insurance agency, we only have 38, but we are 4.9. So actually, it's something that's important actually. Okay, to list your company on the Google Search Console. Okay, let me stop share. Any questions about this part? Okay, y'all can type inside the chat if you have questions. Okay. Okay, how to find a good domain name? So I think it really depends on what you want, what are you trying to do. So basically, if you have a company name, you know that that domain name is definitely your company. Yeah, very simple. If you are the company called One Partnership, so you would actually want to have, and you feel that you are an international law firm, for example, that One Partnership. So you might actually want to choose a onepartnership.com. And you might as well buy the onepartnership.com.sg in case people registered as one partnership in the .com.sg. Buying a domain is not expensive. It costs about $40-50 for a .com.sg. For a .com, sometimes it's as low as like $10 only. So it's not expensive. Of course, per year basis, they will renew it every year. Okay, yeah. This is actually some of the things about, yeah. So this is about branding or whatever, but you have no idea. Then when you are thinking of domain name, you're actually as good as thinking about your business name. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So website development, these are things that maybe you really need to think through. Your branding, which is how you're going to brand yourself. Money is important. Yeah. What we need a budget. Send out a budget plan to plan like web hosting, buying domain. Are you going to hire people? You do not have coding, but you require coding. Are you going to get someone to help you to do the coding? Do you need people to hire you to do the artwork or do the video? These are some of the things that you actually need to list it now, do a checklist, and then do a budgeting before you start doing it. Okay. The third point, short, I think it's important that whether your domain name or your subdomain name, it's good to really give people the intended, so have to be very long descriptions. The extension name, yeah, very important. The kind of keyword people are looking at. So it's when you are doing a keyword, it's important. The keyword is actually will affect your search engine optimization, which is your ranking of your website on the search engine like Google Chrome or Safari or Internet Explorer or Microsoft can't remember what is it. Edge, yeah, Microsoft Edge. Yeah, so when you open those browser, right, the keyword in your content, right, will actually have affect the ranking of your website. Okay, and of course, it's important to check for trademark and copyright. My advice is try to create your own content. Don't copy. And you want to copy, ask for permissions, and not only ask for permission, keep a record of the permission that people have given you to prove that you have received that information from that. And another thing about copyright is actually sometimes you copy everything from some other people, right? The algorithm of the website, they are so smart, they can actually tell that you actually copy a lot of information from another website. So it is good not to copy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what are you going to plan to do? Very important. Yeah. Not only budgeting is part of the plan. The plan on how you're going to execute what you're going to do. So having a plan is important. Okay. So these are the 4 main things that you need to come up with your digital marketing plan. Okay. I hope you all can do some screenshot, or if not, don't worry, you can actually go and check out the YouTube video that we will be uploading it. Okay, so 4 main things. First thing, right, domain and web hosting selections. Okay, I've shared a bit. Later I'll share more. Maybe the tools for image or video editing. Yeah, I think at the start maybe it's good to get some free one before you actually start paying for professional software to do editing in image or video. Okay, content management. Yeah, so we are going to share about WordPress. So basically, WordPress will be the content management. Yeah, then also 5 star in terms of your Google website, your LinkedIn, yeah, or even Facebook. Yeah. So how do you actually get your reputation up? Yeah, it takes time to build up, but you need to have a plan as well. So these are 4 main things inside this marketing plan. So of course, every part of it, right, you need to have detailed plan on how to achieve it. And of course, more important is commit to what you have planned out. Okay, so I was looking for the domain name called Private Wealth. I like to use a company called Namecheap. Namecheap sell domain as well as web hosting. So I wasn't quite impressed with their web hosting services. So I didn't use their web hosting. Honestly, I also don't know whether are they cheap or are they good or not. I'm not sure, but I'm not really impressed with that. I wanted to stick with SiteGround, but SiteGround domain name is slightly more expensive. So actually, I bought domain name from Namecheap, and then I will go to a DNS and change the name server to point it to SiteGround. Okay, so this is actually one of the give you some idea when you are buying a domain name. So I was looking for Private Wealth, and then he said that I need to pay for it because in 1999, right, people have already registered it. So this was 21 years ago, no? And then they make me offer, and I think it was like 6 digits or something. I can't remember. The privatewealth.com. Yeah. So things like that could be expensive. Okay, and then I was looking for this SwissInsurance.com. No, I'm not buying it. I'm just doing a search and find out how much will a domain cost. So there are people who invest in domain. Basically, they are collector. They collect all these domain, right? Hoping that people will want to buy them. So this actually costs $25,000, Singapore dollars. Yeah. Swiss insurance. Yeah. Why? I think Swiss is famous for the reputations. Yeah. So as a .com. Yeah. So you might want to get your domain name registered. I mean, even though you're not using it for now, you can actually register your own domain first. It's not going to be expensive. Yeah, I think paying $4.49, which is for first year only. It's not something that is expensive, but of course, subsequently you need to pay $23.99. I was these are some of the website. So we saw there's Namecheap, there's GoDaddy, there's also Awesome. Yeah. So you actually this is actually a Singapore. It has Singapore domain. So you can actually buy Singapore domain from this website. Uh, Namecheap, I don't think they have .com.sg. Yeah. GoDaddy, they might have. I think they have for .com.sg. So I'm not recommending y'all to get from all this, but I'm just sharing you. Yeah. So I do have yeah, I do use this. I use the Namecheap. I use GoDaddy. I have an account with them. I use Awesome as well. Yeah. Hey, sorry. Okay, so we are not going to have backup room, but I thought maybe we can actually have a discussion here. What do you think will be the domain name that you will be looking at, and what kind of web services or whatever that you require? Anyone want to share something? Feel free. Yeah. Do you want to share something about the domain name or website?
Yeah, Mr. Andrew, there's actually a question in the chat.
Okay. Questions. Yeah, questions. When or .com.sg or .sg? Okay, good questions. Depend on what you want, because okay, for me, I give you a simple example. I started out with .com for Raffles Provident. Then after that, I migrated to .com.sg. Simple reason because I think Singapore is actually is a highly reputable country where it's a very law-abiding society. Yeah, very highly. I think in terms of ranking, we could potentially be ranked number one. And I think there's a lot of concern about internet security. So my personal point of view, okay, I feel that if I use .com.sg, it's better than .com. That is my personal point of view. Actually, and more important is I'm doing insurance. So I feel that insurance is something that you really want to feel secure. Uh, and uh, I can't venture out of Singapore to sell insurance. So so why not have a .com.sg? So I would think that .com.sg is a better way. Yeah. Uh, .sg. Okay, for example, you are sole proprietor. Maybe a person running your own clinic. You don't have a company name. Or you could be accountant. You don't have a company name as well. You are sole proprietor. So maybe your name is called Carlson, right? So Carlson, actually you are a lawyer or accountant. So you might want to register a .sg instead because you are not a .com registered company. I mean, you don't have a firm that you registered. I'm just saying that for example lah. Because I don't know you personally, so I don't know what you're doing. So you might want to use your name followed by your surname if you want to. Otherwise, you can actually people know you as your name only. Yeah, so you might want to have this Carlson.sg. Yeah. I wanted to have Andrew.sg myself for my personal as a sole proprietor, but I couldn't register it because someone had registered this Andrew.sg long time ago, and I didn't want to buy it. So I actually ended up registering andrewang.sg. Yeah, but Andrew Ang is not a company, so I didn't use andrewang.com.sg. So I hope this is useful for you all. Have I answered you, Mr. Hong? Okay, right? Yeah, okay. We will not be going for break. We have everyone for break already. Okay, so sometimes it's good to go and check out whether the website name is actually trademark. So you actually can go to like this USPTO to actually check out certain name, is it trademark, because you could be sued, no? You innocently, unknowingly, you actually choose a name you think that it's actually very good, and you thought that maybe no one had ever think of that. So actually, it's good to actually go and check out a trademark to do a search, no harm, to see whether any issue with maybe whatever company that you are going to register. So it's good to, because otherwise, not only you might be asked to compensate them, you might actually have to redo the whole business again because of that. That branding was registered by someone. So trademark, copyright, very, very important. Okay. Yeah. So this is actually one example you can actually check. Of course, in Singapore, there's also trademark lawyer that can help you to trademark your company. Yeah. Not within this course, so I won't go into that. But it's something that is good that you want to register your own IP, your own trademark. Okay. TLDs. Okay. So this is actually the TLD. That you actually, it's actually in the top level domain when I talk about TLD, yeah, top level domain. Okay, like .com is actually a top level domain. .net is also a top level domain. Okay, so this is actually generic TLD, and they are not expensive. I mean, this is Namecheap. Namecheap is actually one of the cheapest. I'm not sure if it is cheapest. Years ago when I started with them, they are cheapest. So I don't check around, but okay. So anyway, .com, .net, whatever, these are the price to pay. Yeah, and there's actually a .inc. .inc is it's not common in Singapore. It's a incorporated kind of thing. Yeah, inc. Yeah. And you see, they actually website very cheap at $1.88. Yeah, but I think no one will want to have a website kind of thing. Obviously, it's already a website, then you choose a website. Yeah. There's country code TLD like .io, .ai. My advice is if you are not doing artificial intelligence, don't use things like .ai. It doesn't make sense, right? So, okay. .me is more by it's an individual kind of thing. So you are going to do something individual, maybe you want to use a .me kind of domain, and it's quite cheap. It's only $4.88. Yeah. Okay, top level domain, TLD. Okay. Questions? Okay. So top level domain is one of the domain at the highest level in the hierarchy. Okay. And the domain I installed in the root zone of the namespace. Yeah. So later we will share more about this TLD. Okay, so these are some of the websites that I have. Yeah, the domain name. Yeah, just to let you know. I mean that this is just an example now. Okay. This is something interesting. You go to SGNIC, right? Okay, SGNIC help to keep all the records of Singapore. So in the registration, right, you can see that actually in terms of top domain they actually .com.sg. You can see that .com.sg is one of the most popular one in June 2009 that year. Okay. And now February 10, right? 111, 113. So more and more domain are being bought actually, and the trend is increasing. Yeah. So these are so many websites being bought. So guys, can you think about it? So many websites being bought right every year. So many domains. So I suppose most of them will have website. So my question is, how do you actually get yourself famous? Because the competition is really high, right? Isn't it? Yeah, and COVID-19 probably will speed up. I think the last year one probably jumped. Last year, maybe a lot of company buy domain. Last year, with Singapore government grant, right? I'm not sure you know about this PSG government. You pay $10,000. Government is really to pay maybe 80%, $8,000 for the website. So you actually pay 10,000 for people to help you to develop a website, and you actually get funding as much as 8,000. I think so. I think it's 80%. Yeah. So I think good food for thought, because especially just now you asked me, should I use .com.sg, .net.sg or whatever, something interesting. Yeah, I will always think that .com.sg or .sg will be the best way to go. Yeah. You use .sg, you save people from typing the .com. No? Yeah. Okay. So this is until July 20. Yeah, it's actually the trend is increasing. It's not reducing. 184,000 domain bought in that month. It's actually increasing. Okay. So another thing is subdomain at the third level. So TLD, some that the TLD I share right now, we are talking about subdomain. So it's actually considered as the third level of the domain hierarchy, and it is actually part of the top level domain. And they are either in front of the root domain and separate from the domain name. For example, like blog.example.com or english.example.com. So the blog, B-L-O-G, or the English is actually the subdomain, which is actually the third level. The B-L-O-G, the English, E-N-G-L-I-N-I-S-H. Yeah. So is it clear enough? Do you understand, right? So you can actually have your, for example, abc.com. So you can have maybe you have 10, your company is called ABC Law Firm, and you want to have Ebony lawyer, Ethica lawyer, Indra lawyer. These are all the panel lawyer inside, right? So you actually have ebony.abc.com, ethica.abc.com. Okay, so that everyone know that Ebony, Ethica, Indra, you are actually belonging to this abc.com. Okay, yeah. So enter in front of the root domain. Okay. Okay, so there is also this lookup icon. Yeah. You see, so you actually can check out and see who registered this and where is the name server and when was it registered. So you actually can go and search this icon to do a lookup for the website. Yeah, so go and check out other people what did they put up. Wow, lunch break, 11:40 only. Okay, we will spend some time and then we will go through more informations. Any questions so far? Or are you attracted by the word lunch break? Okay. Okay, this is actually Celine's slide. I think I wouldn't want to touch hers, but she's only joining back in at 2 p.m. Okay. I better don't eat into her slide. But do you have any question for me? I will disappear, no? What once I'll listen from here until tomorrow. So if you have a question, maybe you can ask me. Then okay, we go for a long hour lunch. But when Celine is back, I think she probably need a lot of attention from you all. Yeah. She has something very last minute urgent to settle. Yeah. And she can only join back at 2. Yeah. But I think I might not want to go into what she's doing. Yeah. But feel free to ask me questions.
So for the subdomain, right?
Sorry, you are?
Atka.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Hi. So, do we have to like pay money for the subdomain website?
No, you don't have to. Yeah. Once you registered domain name, you can create as many as you want. Yeah. Yeah. So remember, article, your company is called abc.com. So you have yourself, article, you have other people, you can actually add their name inside your abc.com. Yeah. There is no need to pay for it. Yeah. Because you already paid, you own the domain already. It belongs to that domain itself. Yeah. So you don't have to.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, okay, maybe I just share about day 3 so that to manage your expectation. Because day 3, right, we are going to use this DV plugin and it's going to be expensive. We are not associated with DV ourselves. We have no relationship with them. But we find that among all the tools that we are using, DV seems to be the best tool, and they are probably one of the most expensive thing in the WordPress. Really expensive. So okay, maybe I just share you what is this DV thing. Because otherwise you'll be I don't wonder you'll be like so surprised. So they have this anniversary sales really once a year. Yeah, I think so. And you will end up you're finished in 2 hours time. Next time you click, you probably won't see it anymore. Okay, so yeah, they have very strong review at 14,000. Okay, 5 star. Anniversary sales, it's going to finish in 2 hours. Every year access it was 89. Lifetime access was 249. I didn't get the discounted one. I didn't. Yeah. So yeah, and this tool is very, very useful, and their team is very good. The support is good as well. Yeah, I'm not trying to promote them, but the thing is on Friday okay, so Celine actually is one of my staff. She was being trained by me before. So she's very familiar with DV on Friday. So if you are someone who wanted to start doing your website, maybe you need to get this before Friday or by Friday morning. Yeah. Yeah. In case whatever she uses, she will find that, hey, how come I don't get it? Maybe why not I give you some idea how does it look like. I see whether it's any. Okay. Okay, why not I take you to my website? Can do a search for Raffles Providence. Okay, so you can see this is actually a Google Search Console. Okay, you can actually request code here. Of course, I have the photos. You can actually go to a website. Okay, so in the website, we actually can buy insurance from here. Yeah, we can actually go into our shopping cart to buy. We actually can in the website, right? Yeah, we actually allow people to log in to access informations. Okay. I will use another one to show you what is DV, what is called DV, DIVI. Okay, this is another website that I maintain. I hope I have. I don't have a login. So we have been changing. So I'm not sure what is actually a login also. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I use another one. I want to be quick, so that I won't be wasting too much of your time. Okay, this is my one. So this is how when you walk into WordPress, how it looks like. So you actually see the icon here, the WordPress. Okay, so WordPress is actually owned by the WordPress.org. Okay, and when I talk about DV, right, Okay, these are the plugin I have. Some of them cost money, some of them don't cost money. I'm using a 4G SIM card because my office internet, I think there's a few people who actually log in to this Zoom, so it will be quite slow. So these are some of the plugin that I use. Okay, so this is actually the DV that I'm talking about. Oh no, I'm not using this. I'm actually using BB plugin. Okay, so BB is actually another one. Did I close it? I think I closed it. I accidentally closed it. Okay, so these two are very popular in the internet, in the WordPress development, BB or DV. Okay, DV is actually slightly cheaper. Okay, I just show you how the design work. Okay, so you actually can use BB to launch it and then design it. Yeah. So over here, right? These are two that you can actually use it. The style, the advanced. Okay, these will all be covered on Friday. I'm not going into that, but you actually can see that very user friendly. On how to really have a good design feel about your website. Okay, so okay, I'm not going to go into this because this is day 3 kind of thing, but I thought I'd maybe give you some idea. So you need to install a plugin, install the WordPress first, install a plugin, then after that start doing your design of website. Okay, questions? Okay, last thing now. I don't think later Celine will have time to talk about it, but it is shopping cart. So you actually can have a shopping cart installed, but you need to have a shopping cart plugin first. A plugin is a software program that you actually put inside, install it into WordPress itself. Are you with me now? You know what's plugin? Plugin is actually another software tool developed by another company, a software company. So this plugin, right, a lot of them are free, but to be honest, a lot of plugin have issue itself. Might have be easily targeted by virus or hacker. So it's good to buy those reputable one instead of going for a free plugin. Yeah, and a lot of plugin have issue itself. When you have technical glitch, your website doesn't function, then you'll be regretting what you have done. Yeah, so free might not be good. And then this is a plugin that you can use that actually people can actually do a shopping here and then they check out from here. It's called Simple Cart. Yeah. Okay. Question? If not, we go for a little break until 2 p.m. Anyone have any questions? Okay. If not, that's all. Yeah. I'll see you later. Sorry, someone text something. Which WordPress version to use? You will be always the latest versions. By the time you sign up your domain name, usually you buy a domain name, then get a web hosting company, or you can actually get it from the same company. So the WordPress when you install, right, you will always be the updated versions. I'm not sure WordPress is version 5 or 6, so I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, but you will always be the latest version in the web hosting company. Yeah. And my advice is always update your WordPress versions. Yeah, because I'm not sure you know that about 30% of the website on planet Earth, right? 30% of website are developed by using WordPress. So WordPress is actually the most popular tool to develop website. Yeah. Yeah. Plugin. Yes. Yeah. Actually, you can't really do without plugin design. Some WordPress itself has free tool. Yeah, but it's not good enough to completely not to use plugin. Yeah, you really need to plug in as a third party to make your website more user friendly and give you more function for user. Yeah. Yeah, WordPress. Yeah, you're right. Got to pay. Yeah. WordPress is free in a way. WordPress is open source, but when you want to run a WordPress, you need to buy a hosting. You need to host your information in the server. Yeah, and that costs the web hosting money. Yeah. So of course, the WordPress itself, the software is free, but when you want to install the WordPress on the web hosting, you need to buy a web hosting. So that web hosting is not free. Yeah. Coding, not really. Yeah. And actually, a lot of people, even they are expert in coding, sometimes they just copy. So if you really need to have coding, of course, you need to have some basic understanding about how coding work. So to enhance our design, right, you sometimes you actually can go and copy and paste from other people who actually have their coding available on the website. Yeah, you can just Google for it. Yeah, but of course, you need to have the knowledge about the coding. Otherwise, I don't think you can just copy and paste without understanding what is coding. Yeah, you need to have some understanding about how it works. Otherwise, you will create issue to your website. Yeah, so not necessary to have coding skill. Yeah, but of course, you will enhance your website if you have coding. Okay. Any more questions? I answer your questions. I think I need a coffee. Have I answered all the questions? If not, let's go for lunch. All right. Yeah. See you back at 2 p.m. I'm using a lot of data, so I might close this and then I don't know whether okay, I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on. I won't close it. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later. See you later. Bye bye.